Hi everyone, it's Donna from Spaceman Paper Crafts, and I'm back with another guest design team project for Maymay Made It. And this time I am going to make some bookmarks. Now I've already made these two already. This one used the It's in the Mail set, so I used the envelope and a couple of the hearts on there. And then this one is using, I'm sorry if you're getting glare from my light there, the Sunflower Wishes stamp set. And I've coloured all of these in with my, let me just grab a couple, my Zig Clean Colour Real Brush markers. So I've put them onto watercolour paper, and the reason I've done that obviously is so that I can use my Zigs and use them as watercolours, so I can colour and then use a water brush and pull the colour out. So I've done that with both of those. That's how I've done that one. You can of course do the back if you're giving them to somebody. That'd be a really nice gift. You could also, if you wanted to, I've just made a little rough one here. You could pop a hole in there, some string, and add a little tassel if you wanted to do that as well. And these are nice little gifts for, you know, I know the children have all gone back to school, but you know, they always need a bookmark. So, or for friends, or you know, even sell at craft fairs, they're a great idea. So the one I'm going to make, I'm going to use Distress Oxide inks, and I'm going to do a blended background. These pieces of watercolour paper that I'm using, this is Strathmore watercolour paper. Normally using Distress inks, I would always use Tim Holtz, but the one I've got is only A2 size, and I wanted it a little bit longer. So these are 2.5 by 7, all of these pieces. So the 2.5 by 7, which I think is a nice size really for a book. I'm just going to get my blending mat out, and then what I want to do is I want to flip it over, and I want to do a blended background on the back as well, because I just think it'll look much nicer. You're also going to need to do this to use a laminator. Now you don't have to use a laminator, you could do it as is, but it's just that with the laminator it will protect it for longer, to stop the edges curling and things like that. Okay, so I'm going to start blending this background, and I've got my 4 favourite Distress Oxide inks. I've got Broken China, Worn Lipstick, Wilted Violet, and Cracked Pistachio. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to do a blended background on the back and leave it plain, and then on the actual raised watercolour side I'm going to do the Distress background, and I'm going to use VersaFine Onyx Black ink, and I'm just going to stamp these dandelions from the Sorry stamp set by Maymay Made It. So I'm going to speed this in a little bit, and you don't want to watch me sit all the way and just blend, so I'm going to start blending, and I'll be back before I do the stamping. Okay, I've done the one side, and what I want to do, I want to spray this. I've got a distress sprayer, but any sort of, you know, you can put some water in your hands and splash it on, because the oxides as well as the distress inks react with water. So I just want to pick up some of that colour. I'm just going to get a bit of kitchen towel. Whoops, sorry guys, just knocked the tripod. And then I'm just going to press that down and lift some of that colour off. So bearing in mind that's the back of our bookmark. So I'm just going to dry that off a little bit. Okay, then we're back to the main side. I'm going to do exactly the same thing on this side, in exactly the same order. So again, I'll just speed this in for you. Okay, and that's our ink blending background done. Really, really quick and really simple. Okay, I've got ink on my hands, so I'm just going to wipe that off because I end up getting it everywhere. Okay, and then I'm going to get my my distress sprayer again and just give it a little spray. I want some bigger droplets this time, so I'm not going to press it all the way in to do a mist. I'm just going to do some bigger drops. I'm just going to leave that for a second and then lift up the ink. There we go. I'm going to dry off my blending mat. I'm going to move that because you're getting terrible glare from that. Sorry guys. So I'm just going to dry this off. Okay, so what I'm going to do now is I'm going to round the corners. I'm going to use the 1/4 inch on my We Are Memory Keepers corner tromper. Because I always forget to do that, and then I laminate and then forget, like I did with the others. So if you see these other ones, I've actually got rounded corners on the laminate, but straight corners there, so I've remembered this time. So yeah, so I'm going to take the dandelion stamps from this set. I just need to decide how I'm going to do it. Or should we use the... I think what I'll do is I'll do it like this. Use the small one, and then I can have the little extra dandelion clocks that you get just dotted about on the page. Yeah, I think I'll do that. So let me just pop that stamp back. Okay, I'm just going to get my stamp block out. Right, so I'm just going to ink this up with some VersaFine. Now, if you wanted to do this in your MISTI or your stamp press or something, it might be a good idea, because as I said, this is textured, the textured side of the watercolour piece. I am just not, and I'm just going to hope for the best. So fingers crossed guys, here we go. I just really want to press that down, give it a second to sort of get absorbed in by the watercolour cardstock. That is cute, that is so sweet. And then I'm just going to get a smaller stamp block now and just dot these little dandelion clocks, and I'll just get the smaller one now and do that as well. I'm just putting my laminator on to warm up. This might be overkill, but I just think it looks so sweet. I'm just going to move that over there. I'll clean my stamps off in a minute. Okay, so I'm just going to get the laminator heated up and then I'll be right back. Okay guys, my laminator is warming up. I'm just going to take a laminate sheet. These are sheets that I have had in my stash for ages. These are different size ones for photos really, but of this size you could get 2 in each one, I would think, of this size bookmark. So I'm just going to open the laminating pouch. Some of these you can get the self-sealing ones. I tend to not use those ones. I really like the ones where you apply the heat to, like these. I just feel that it's a little bit more secure. But that's just my opinion, obviously. So I think I want to move that over just a little bit, actually. That's my laminator clicking on to say it's ready. Okay, and I'm just going to slide my laminating pouch in there. And that'll just take a little while to come through the other end. It's quite quick, really. And it's only an A5 size laminating pouch. It's not a full size one, so there we go. You don't have to use watercolour cardstock for this. I only use watercolour cardstock because I was using water and with my zigs as well. So right, we're just going to trim around this now. So you don't want to trim too close because you'll open up the laminate, and that's not what we want to do. So that's fine. And then we just need to cut off the piece at the bottom. And then again, take our corner jumper at the 1/4 inch end and just round off the corners. And there you go. Really cute bookmark. Now again, this one was using the Sorry stamp set from Maymay Made It. The sunflower one was from the Sunflower Wishes, and the envelope and the heart one was from It's in the Mail. So really hope you give these a go, guys, and I really hope you enjoyed this video. If you have enjoyed this video and you'd like to give it a thumbs up, that would be great. If you want to be notified when I have uploaded videos, there's a little bell next to the subscribe button. If you are subscribed, you can click that little bell and it will notify you when I upload a video. So thank you so much, guys, for watching, and I'll see you all again in the next video. Bye for now.